Welcome back in 2024, guys. We've been working hard in the background, and as you see, we have not been posting in the last days ago or few years because it's not because we didn't want to do anything, but it's because we're trying to grow behind the back. We're trying to do whatever we can do so that we can come and tell you guys from experience things that we've done. As you see, we've been upgrading everything, and then we've been doing everything to grow. And today I am with Eric, the guy you've been seeing, guys, everywhere. Give you the challenge. Today is here.
And
so that we can go ahead, Eric.
Thanks, man.
Welcome.
Appreciate you, my bro. And as you're saying, man, you've been working hard behind the scene. Of course, the quality of the equipment you have is amazing. The camera in itself looks good. The setup is nice, and there is time that these things take time. Not just time alone, but it costs a lot of money. And when you've got family that you're running with, and you've got your personal stuff you're running with, also have the time to set this up, guys. It's not easy. So no, kudos to you, bro. And I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to have a chat with you. I've also obviously seen your your YouTube channel as well. I've seen on that. I've watched a couple of videos. Gone to something, bro. So yeah, let's go for it. I'm excited to share what I know and what I been working on.
That's good. So for those who want to follow you, for those who want to know what you do, how can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram and YouTube as well. All my social handles are all the same. It's Mr Arakaza, and the name I got from when I first started wearing suits, and they you look nice, and they would call me Mr Arakaza. And from there, man, I just started using that, and that's what I know now. I just call myself Mr Arakaza. That's what people mostly call me, and that's the name I'm pushing out there. So for my social medias and my YouTube channel, it's Mr Arakaza. That is Arakaza, Mr Arakaza. You can find me there.
And as you know, guys, for those who follow our channel is all about principles in life and how to live your principles based on biblical, because we believe that the biblical foundation is impossible to go ahead in life without applying them in your personal life. And I see you every day. You are waking up in the morning, showing your routine, how you do your stuff, right? Waking up when everyone else is sleeping. You are waking up early in the morning. You are doing those push-ups. What motivates you? What motivates you to keep doing all those things?
Funny enough, if you go on my social medias, even my YouTube channel, I focus on 3 things. I focus on health, wealth, and God. And I say this because, man, like you were saying earlier, there is nothing that we do that is not within the Bible. Whether you're a believer or not, most of the principles that makes you a better person, you can definitely find them in the Bible somewhere. It's just a matter of knowing where to find these principles then. So I came to practice what I practice now and follow the principles that I follow now, because I realized that it was me that needed to be better. It was me that needed to upgrade myself, because on this life, man, there's levels, and in order to get to a second level, you have to be better at handling a certain thing, which is most time is handling a certain problem. And the more problems you can handle, the more levels you go up in life. So I realized that it was I that needed to find the best way to handle the circumstances that I was going through, so that way I can level myself up, handle bigger problems. Now, with that came to conclusion that there was a way I needed to conduct myself. There were some certain things I needed to do, and that's why I focus on health, wealth, and relationships, and trying to find a way to be the best I can be within these 3 categories of life: health, wealth, and relationship. Mostly the relationship I have with God, because that matters the most.
Guys, as you know, this is my brother. At the background we talk, and he been motivating me. He's my little brother, but I look things he does, things that he have passed through. We passed through so many things together, bro. And I have seen you going through a lot of stuff, and you've told me about how you go through life and everything, and the struggle you go through. And he have done so much work in the background, and become with all these things and customize it, and come with a small list, the guide. Guys, you don't have to struggle how to do those things. That's what I want to talk about today, because you pass through a lot, but it doesn't mean everybody have to pass through the same. So you have done your course right now. You have people you are training. You have people who comes and you guide them. So how did you come
to that?
To
good question, bro.
Summarize all those things. Someone who want to follow you, I want you talk to someone
Actually,
who's
funny,
looking
it's actually a good question.
to come there?
Question. I remember one day I was sitting down at 10:30 on my
Yeah.
30th birthday. I was thinking, okay, if I had to say my last few words and I had to give them, and I had to give a guide to somebody in what they should do with their life, and I said, what would I teach them? Like, what would I tell them? My very first thing I thought about doing was like, hey, my guy, if you're gonna live through this life, take care of your health. Like, make sure your health is okay, because that is the first thing that is gonna help you continue living in this life. The second part was, hey, you're gonna need money. Like, you're gonna find a way to make money. So that was the second part. The third part was, you're gonna live this life, so you need to have God in your life. You gotta learn to practice building cultivating a relationship with God in your life, because you don't want to die and then find out later that you're going to hell. It's better you practice that now and learn about it now, so that way you can get to a place where you're comfortable within your health, your wealth, and your relationship with God. And once I put the guide together, I'll say, you know what, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this guide that I'll give someone else to follow, and I'm going to follow that. And that's what I started to do, man.
Wow.
I started to just follow it behind the scenes. I started to do it. My initial understanding at first, it was not to teach it to anyone else. I didn't want to share with anyone else. I did not have the intention of thinking I'm gonna follow this and give it to someone else, but it was just for me. I wanted to be better in my health. I wanted to be better in my wealth. I want to build a better relationship with God. And at one time, because obviously they were seeing results. People, they were saying, that they look different physically, mentally. I was great. My energy was always high. I was happy. And couple of friends asked me, said, hey, what are you doing, man? What is it that you do? And I told them, I've got a guy that I've been following. And they said, can you teach it to us? I said, I can do better than that, but I won't just teach it to you.
I can show you.
I can do it with you.
Wow.
I can do it with you. Like, I can carry you through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And in that time as well, when I was doing it, that's when I started to cultivate it, where it can also fit someone else's lifestyle, that it was not just mine. So after that, I put the whole guide to where I could summarize it in a very few words, and I started to teach other people. And I didn't want to just teach it to other people, bro. Like, I didn't want to say, hey, this is what I'm doing. I want to show you. Like I always say, man, to know and not to do is not to know.
That's what I'm talking about,
so,
man.
I want to be the guy who's doing what I'm talking about. I don't want to say something that sounds nice but doesn't work. And I don't want to tell you something that is not working for me. So I had to do it myself. To continue on to show other people. But most importantly, I want to do it with you, because it is not easy, bro. To go to the to the process of transforming your life and starting over again, especially if you're in a place where you're stuck with bad habits. To take yourself out is not easy, but it's so much easier to do it with someone else. And that's why I also have a saying that you don't have to go through the same problems that I have. When all you have to do is find somebody who is where you want to be in life, and get them to tell you how they did it.
And do you know the funny part, Eric? You know the funny part is, years ago, people were suffering from the lack of information. All right? People, they didn't have enough information to do what they want to do. But these days, people are suffering from overloaded information. Do you understand?
That's true.
So you will see someone coming from one seminar to another, from one motivation to another. They have so much information without putting in the practice. But when you come in, that's why I like that. Because when you come in, it's like, hey, I don't want just to give you something to overload you with information, but I want to come work with you. And all I want you to do is trust. That's the same thing God does. Look, I want to show you. I want to guide you through life. But all I want you to do is to hold me and trust me
that I will guide you through.
That I will guide you through
100%.
that.
That's why we said that Jesus was a perfect example, because he came and showed us. He didn't just say do this and this. He came down and showed us how to do it. And as you're talking about information, we're in a time where there is so much information. So we don't have a problem of enough information. We have a problem of discipline. That's what most people have. Don't have a problem of having too much having information. It's a problem of not applying what you know. And that's what we are in, man. So if you ever caught yourself looking for better ways to do this or better ways to do that, is not what you need. You need to get in the routine of applying
what you already know.
That's what you need to start doing. Applying. Just get the basic of, this is what I'm doing, this is how I'm doing it, and let's go. And get a routine of doing it and perfect yourself as you go. And just remember this part alone. When you're out there looking for the perfect time to do something, looking for the best way to do something, someone else out there has already taken the action and they're perfecting themselves as they go.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be that person who's sitting around waiting for more information.
Yeah.
From one seminar to another seminar, from one motivation speaker to another motivation speaker. Pick one and go with it. You need to create a discipline of applying, listening and applying, listening and applying. Because that's another issue that I keep seeing a lot, bro, is, and I was in the same place as well, where you just don't listen. You don't listen. People tell you, do this. No, oh no, I got it. I will do my own way. I gotta find a better way.
Because for listening and showing that you are there, that's the problem with the people right now we're living in. People are so easy to go on Instagram. I just attended a meeting, but that meeting, what did you get out of that meeting?
100%. There's a quote that I always use as well. So I always say, if you're not the man you listen to, shut up. I say that to myself every single day.
Yeah.
Eric, are you the man you will listen to? At any point, my answer is no. I don't talk. I say the same thing. If you're not the person you should listen to, shut your mouth.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Guys, let's not get being carried away. But as you can see, if we continue with this conversation, it can go really deep. But we have so much to cover today. So, what are the few things you can tell? You want to test somebody right now? Who is struggling with life? Who don't know what to do? What one thing you will say?
At one point, I was a dreamer. A dreamer is somebody who has ideas of what they want to accomplish and the things they want to do. But my dreams of what I want to do, or let's call them my visions, and what I was producing, they were not the same. So when I started to sit down and see what was going on, I realized that my actions, which were producing the result, and my dreams were not in line. My dreams were here, my actions were here. So if I could say one thing to you that could change your life forever, is align your daily actions with your visions. Decide, look, this is where I want to go, and take whatever activities you're doing throughout the day and align them with your visions. Like the GPS, it tells you, you tell the GPS where you want to go, and it will show you from where to go, from where you are to how to get there. It directs you properly. And that's what it is, man. We all have a different starting point, bro. And it doesn't matter where your starting point is. The only thing that really matters is that you have a destination of what you want to do, and you take your activities, your daily activities, and you align them with your destination. Couple days ago, if you go on my social media, I shared this message and I said, where are your daily activities taking you? Where are they taking you? Because your daily activities, the things you're doing every single day, they're taking you somewhere. The question is, where are they taking you? Are you in the driver's seat of your life, driving and determined, knowing where you're going? Or are you just kicking back and watching and seeing things unfold in your life? The best way to bring your vision to pass is to take whatever it is you're doing every single day and make sure it is in line with what you want to accomplish. If you were to follow my journey or maybe follow my guide, I have a checklist where I say, is my daily activities in line with my goals? I have a goal for my physical appearance, which is my health. I have a goal for my finances, and I have a goal for my professional and personal relationships. And every single time I'm always checking my actions, asking the question, are my actions in line with where I want to go? If they are not, I change that. Because the only thing you can ever do to improve your life is align your activities with your dreams. That's all you need to do.
You know, guys, I'm gonna tell you something. This guy right here. Remember this? We were struggling. I remember Andrew Ted. He was talking about this with his brother. I heard he's talking about it. And I remember you did exactly the same thing. You know, we didn't have no money, bro. And then you took money and you went and buy $14,000 watch.
That was at 25.
I came to understand something. That is what they call the mindset of somebody. You can never go in life and expect to have different result if you are doing the same thing you have been doing. 100%. Which means your mindset need to change. Things you do needs to change. Do you understand? Now, I want to come that. And that time, you were still young. What motivated you?
I think me as a person in general, like as who I am, I've always wanted the best thing out of life. I figured if I'm going to live in this life, man, I want to have the best, nothing else to it. And that's a good goal to have. Now, with that, early on in the beginning, something I said I didn't understand then. I wanted the best, and I was trying to have the best at a level where I was not at. I enjoyed it. It was a great thing that I did. But something that I had to change was to make sure that I was in a place where my actions are now in line with my
your
dreams.
dreams.
Because I said I have dreams of what I want to accomplish, but my actions were not in line with that. So even though I was
Amen to that.
Yeah, even though I was trying to get this and get this and get that, I was kind of like going out of pace because I was trying to fulfill my visions, but by forcing it. Well, now I'm just aligning my activities with that. And one of them, man, when it comes to aligning your activities with your visions, it's finding that which habits do you have that are taking you away from your visions. That's another thing you need to look at. Which habits do you have that are not in line with where you're going? And remove, as human beings, bro, most times we just need to get to a place of removing stuff. Before you start adding on, you need to start removing stuff. Removing what's not taking you forward. Removing what's taking you away from your goals. Removing what's ruining your life. And then from there, then start adding on with different habits that will take you forward. Yeah. And one of them was definitely, when it came to my financial part, it was my bad spending habits at the time. That I found that they were not aligned with where I wanted to go. They were taking me away from it. And that is something I had to change, where now all my actions are in line with my physical appearance goals, I aligned with my financial goals, and I aligned with the relationship I have with God. Yeah. So yeah, man, it definitely came a long way. Yeah. But that's just who I am in general. I want the best. Even today, I'm still going for the best, but now I'm just making sure that I'm in a place to do so.
Yeah. Okay, guys, you heard it. When you want something, you go for it.
Facts.
The problem with the mindset of this time, we live in the time where people, they want the world outside to treat them the way they babysit their feelings.
Facts.
Do you understand? Facts. That's why you see everyone into this self-motivation stuff, right? But this world is a brutal world. Instead of sitting there and complaining, you can go there and grab it. Yeah, you can go there and look yourself things you've done in life and before and say, hey, look, yes, I want to go there. I want to do this, but this is what I will do. That's self-checking. Yeah, do you understand, guys? And today there is something I want us to get out of all this time we just get today. I want to give you a message. I want you to give a message because we are all in a journey. The journey of self-development. But the problem is most people are sleeping. They are busy. I find the poor spend the time talking about the rich. But the rich spend the time talking about their goals.
100% is.
What would you give to somebody today who say, I want to go forward? What one more message would you take to that person?
In my guide, I Make It Happen, which the guide I follow, I have one of the rules. It says, sacrifice creates paradise. If you want paradise, you're going to have to sacrifice something. That is another principle about this life. You cannot get anything for free, man. Like, there's a price to pay for every single little thing you do, whether it's directly or indirectly.
Even Jesus have to die, even though he was God.
There's a price for everything you want to have, man. You have to be willing to give up something to get something in return. That's what you have to do. You have to be willing to give up something to get something in return. So whatever it is that you want to do in life, the question will be, what can you give up in exchange for it? What are you willing to let it go in exchange for it? Are you willing to give up your sleep to accomplish that? Are you willing to give up your free time with your people to get that? Because let's use the example of building a muscle. It's painful, but if you want the muscle, you have to be willing to pay that price. And that's another reason I focus on getting yourself in shape. Because if you can master the ability to go to the gym consistently, you can use that same principle anywhere in your life. Because the way you do something, bro, is the way you do everything else. It's about the mindset. So if you can get in the routine of consistently putting your body under pain just so you can grow, you can use that same principle to apply to other things in life. So to conclude that, I will ask the question, what is it that you can give up in exchange for what you want? If you're not willing to give up anything, quit dreaming. Do not chase no dreams. Do not chase no goals. Because you're going to have to kill the person you are for who you're going to be.
Amen.
That's how it goes, man.
Yeah.
And that requires a lot of pain and a lot of hammering. Like, you gotta have to push and push and push and push. It is possible to obtain it, but you gotta let it go of the person you are now for the person who you're going to be. Because as I always say, it is not what you're going to do, it is who is going to do that.
That's actually, you know something. You know, there's a guy called Stefan, the one who was being stoned.
Yeah, in the
They
Bible.
said that when the heavens opened,
Yeah.
means he saw the vision, he could not even feel the pain.
Facts, bro. Facts. That's what it is.
The problem we feel so much pain is because we are focused on what's going on in our life right now. We forget to dream. Our vision is so small. You understand?
Facts,
and then we focus on what's going on.
Yeah.
Therefore, we cry.
Yeah.
Sit down crying.
Oh, this is
but
painful.
when you let your vision seize beyond what you are living right now, you will go far away.
100%, brother. 100%. On that too, to add on as well, it's also the fact that to me personally, I say my life is not about the journey. For me, it's about the destination. It's where am I going? Now, I've heard a guy who said to me one time, hey, I don't feel motivated to go to the gym. I don't know why I do it anymore. And I said, maybe that's an issue, bro. You don't know why you're doing it anymore. If you can consistently remind yourself, this is why I'm doing it. This is why I'm doing it. That reason to why you're doing it, it will motivate you to get up and go through the problems you're currently going through at the moment. The reason behind it. And the reason you have to chase your goals, it cannot be about you. Don't make your reason about you, because nobody cares about themselves that much that they will sacrifice themselves for themselves. It's for other people. You're more likely to give up your desires and wants in exchange to make someone else's life better. So if you can make your why about, let's say for example, about your kids. I want to work hard for my kids to be able to live a good life. I want to work hard to help my mom or help my dad. The reason you're doing something can't be about you. Then it's easier. For instance, when it comes to my physical appearances, I don't do it for me. I do it for the man I'm going to be. I do it for the man I'm going to become in the process. That I tell myself, I owe it to Eric 2.0.
Yeah.
I owe it to him. When I don't want to go, I say to myself, this is not about, it's about the 2.0 person you're creating. And that's what gets me through it. The idea that, hey, it is not about me, I'm doing it for someone else. Even, let's say, for example, posting content and sharing what I'm doing, it is not easy. It takes a lot of time. It consumes a lot of my time that person have. But I remember it's not about me. I'm not doing it to look good. I'm not doing it to sound nice. I'm doing it for somebody out there who might be going through the same things I was going through, and I want to guide them. Somebody out there is hoping that somebody will say something that could be able to build them up, and that's what I do. I come on the shows like this. I record my stuff to reach somebody out there who I can guide, and that's the best word for me, bro.
Hey guys, as you hear, life is not easy. But there is people who are willing to sacrifice their life, who are willing to go through pain, so that things can be easy for you. And one of this person is Eric here. As you heard, guys, follow him. Follow his Instagram. See what he does. And when you like what he's doing, you understand? I'm not telling you, hey, go do what he's doing. But once you like what he's doing and you look, oh wow, maybe there's something good about that. All right? This is what I want. Go and look what he's doing. Follow him first. You don't have to start texting him if you don't want to. And when you start, reach to him and say, hey, bro, look, how can I follow you? And then, as you said, he's willing, he's ready right now to take with you on the journey.
100%. Right now, my goal is to, even have it on my social media handle, is I want to inspire men to be better men. That is something I'm doing. I'm not here to help men. I want to inspire people to do better. And as it says, there are 3 things I focus on: building your health, building your wealth, and building your relationship with God, and help you network with people you're going to admire and respect.
Amen.
That is something I say. And this, to emphasize that too, bro. The part of networking with people you admire and respect. No man was meant to do this life alone, bro. And at one point in your life, you're gonna go through challenges, man. And you're going to need people around you who can help. But if every single person you have around you have no resource, have no way to help you, you're going to suffer, bro. So while you have the time, it is very important that you network with people you admire and respect. People who can be in a place to help you out if you are in trouble. That is a very important thing about life. So first, you having a good relationship with God, that will help you get to heaven. But to stay on this life, you need to network, especially for men. You need to network with men that you admire and respect. And that's what I do. I help guys get the bodies in shape.
Yeah.
I help guys get the financial right. And I said, let's talk about the financial part of things. It doesn't matter how much you're making, man. I used to think, let me make more money. Let me make more money. No, the more money you make, the more money you're going to spend. It's about the principles. Knowing how to handle the money you got. If you can handle small money, you can handle more money. So you just have to learn how to handle it. And that's what I do for guys. I teach them how to handle their money.
Yeah.
I teach them how to handle it and find a way to increase the cash flow. But before you start thinking about how can I make more money, the very first thing you should look at is how can I handle the money I have right now. So that's something I do, and obviously the networking part of the program as well. So if you want to be in a place where you are in shape, you're wealthy, and you have a good relationship with God and good networking, and good people around you, man, follow me. I don't just talk about these things, I do them.
Amen. Amen to that. Thank you very much for coming, bro.
Yeah,
it was very nice. I hope this is not the last time you come to our show.
No,
and I'm sure we're gonna continue doing this.
Yeah.
And guys, follow and get inspired.
Yeah, let's do
Subscribe to his channel.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the Neo Saba show.
Yeah.
Very soon, as you see, we're gonna start doing music. We're gonna go through music.
Yeah.
We're doing financial. We talk the talk.
Yeah,
we're gonna be doing trading, day trading,
Yeah.
all those things, guys.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things coming this
Yeah.
year, and we're doing this. We're not gonna show you as we are experts.
Yeah.
We're gonna show you even how we learn.
This is
the journey. We want you to come with us and
facts.
hold with us. And thank you very much for coming.
Yeah.
And
No,
I
keep
appreciate
pushing,
for everything.
And I would
keep it
say
up.
as well, for guys who are obviously watching your stuff, the best thing about following somebody's journey and going through the journey with them is you also get to do the same. Now, if you wait to where now you're doing so well and you have already mastered your skills, the price is higher. The price of getting your guidance is gonna be much higher. So I would recommend you jump on it now. If they go through the process, be willing to go through the process with someone else. Otherwise, if you wait, it'll be too late because we are not stopping.
That's all right.
You're either watching us go up or you're coming up with us.
That's
you
it.
Decide.
That's two choice.
Two choice.
Thank you very much, man. I can't add to anything on that, man. That's perfectly said.
Yeah.
I can mess. I will mess it up.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you, man.